Hey guys, just wanted to show you this kit from Amazon, HG Universal Bearing Puller. Use it on pulleys, anything you really need to yank something off of an automobile or heavy duty equipment, anything like that. I used it today just to change out the pulley on my lathe motor. I needed to go to a bigger pulley, and this made it fast. I basically could build my own pulley puller, and I had it off within seconds. The nice thing about this is it comes in a case. You can build your own system here. You got a 3-jaw and a 2-jaw that come with it. 2 different threaded rods that come with it, and the length is really nice. I would suggest, I don't think you need anything bigger than this one, but I don't do heavy duty equipment pulling or anything like that, so I stick to mainly shade tree mechanic for me and myself, my family, stuff like that, and then I work on my tools that are in the shop here. But like I said, these are perfect for me. The overall kit, great quality. I don't see that I'll ever have to buy another system again. The price on this was reasonable. I think it was a little over $50 for it. So for what you get and for what you're paying, it's about half the price of a Harbor Freight 3-jaw puller, and you're stuck with that big bulky thing already put together inside of your tool chest or toolbox, whatever. This is a nice compact unit, everything's stored in one case, and it has basically everything you would need to do any pulleys or anything like that. Comes with 3 different types or 3 different lengths of puller arms. This is the most universal one. This is about the length of a Harbor Freight type 3-jaw puller arm. The nice thing about it is that you build your own system. So if you need one longer or shorter on one side, they're inside and outside pullers, so you can see here where it grabs. Nice tooth there to it. It's all adjustable with the nuts and bolts, just like on a standard 3-jaw puller. But on this, you just slide it into wherever you need it to adjust the width that you need, all 3 jaws, and then you tighten it down a little bit just like you would on any other one. And then in the center, the threaded rod goes. The nice thing about this one, you can see here that there's a steel bearing inside of there. I've had them in the past where I was tightening it down and twisting, and the tip of the head here kept getting shifted off to the side all the time. It would destroy the end of this or destroy the end of the inside of the pulley, which didn't stop the functionality of it, but it marred it up pretty bad. When I took off the pulley this morning on the lathe, I had no issues whatsoever. That bearing kept it in center in place. I twisted down a couple turns, probably 5 or 6, and the thing was off of there. So I really had no issues whatsoever. And the thing still looks brand new. I had a wrench or a socket on this, taking it off. So there is no issue with this whatsoever. Then you just screw this in there, just like you would a normal. I suggest putting that on first because you can actually spin the whole piece. Make it go on there a lot faster, so that gets you started, and then you can slip your jaw or your arm onto the jaw just like so. The width, like you can see here, you can go all the way to the edge, you can go all the way down to there. It gives you full adjustability on it. You get the 3-jaw puller and a 2-jaw, which acts just the same as the 3, except for you just use 2 of the arms. Let me get this off of here real quick. So this is the 2-jaw. I'm going to put that back on real fast. There we go. And then your smaller jaws and stuff, they're made basically the exact same way. They're just shorter. Slip it over. And like I said, this is an internal or external puller. So you can have your key facing in or facing out, and you can adjust your jaws all the way down, slip it in, pull back on it to make it lock, tighten it down a little bit, and then you're ready to go. You get 3 different type jaws, or jaw arms, puller arms. Give me 1 second and I'll show you. You really don't get any instructions with it. You do get 2 pieces of paper. The smaller one is the one that's in English. There's a bigger one that comes in here that covers up basically this whole center section that I believe was in Russian or something. I couldn't really read it, so all I could tell you was numbers off of it. This was actually underneath of it here. It tells you here that the jaw length is 100, 210, and 255 millimeter. The jaw width is 40 to 125 millimeter. You get 2 of the spindle fine threaded hexagon center puller where you twist to push out, or whatever. You get 3 different sets of jaws. The jaw sizes are 5.5, 17, and 22 centimeters long. That's basically all the information that's on there. But if you're in the market to purchase one of these, you pretty much know what they're for, so you really don't need instructions. I was just giving you an idea of what the length of these arms are, because when I made the purchase for myself, I couldn't really determine what the length was and stuff. The one thing I really couldn't determine was the hook section down here, where it clamps on and grabs the pulley or the bearing, anything like that. I could not tell what that looked like. So I gave it a shot, purchased it, and I'm glad I did, because like I said, this is one big kit that stays together. Anytime you need it, you just open it up, throw your pulley together, or your puller together, and you're ready to go. It stores nice in the bottom of a toolbox. I love it. Like I said, I think I paid a little over $50 for it, but it was well worth the money, and I don't see myself ever having to buy one again. I'm not particularly rough on my tools or anything like that. This, I'd say, is, like I said, probably half the cost of a Harbor Freight 3-jaw puller. So cost-wise, you get a ton of different options here, and you're paying a little bit more than what a Harbor Freight puller would cost you. I'm a Harbor Freight guy. I will not go to a automotive center or anything like that and purchase any tools. I'm not going to buy them off of a truck, I can guarantee you that. For what I use the tools for, and the amount of times a year I use the tools, this is perfect. The quality on it's amazing. Nice and thick, heavy duty. If anything on here, I would say, is going to break at any point or anything like that, it's going to be your nuts and bolts. But I've had those shear off on the 3 jaw pullers with no issue whatsoever. Little effort. I would be tightening it down and I would shear those pin bolts right out of there. The nice thing about this is most people have these inside of their toolboxes or something, tool bins. And if not, a quick trip to your hardware store to buy some what looks to be 1/4-inch bolts will get you back up and running in no time. Yeah, I just want to give you guys a video on what everything looked like, what you get, the case, everything. Like I said, real nice quality. I'm happy I got it. The blow molded case is real nice to have. Nice and easy storage, and considering the weight of this thing, it's nice to have a handle and something to carry everything in. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll put a link in the description of where you can purchase it on Amazon, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Have a good one.